Hello everyone and welcome back to Booktubeathon day 7. It is the last day of the Booktubeathon and I'm really sad about it. I'm also at Tia and Shakira's house, so I can't give you like my usual wrap up. Today I'm going to be reading Carnival by Stephanie Garber. This isn't my edition, I have a hardback edition. This is Shakira's, but I didn't bring mine because I knew that she had it. I'm going to be reading this today, and this is my book to read whilst wearing a hat the entire time. And I have my hat. Here it is in all of its glory. I have my hat, I have the book, and I have a bookmark in my hand too because it just fell out the book. And I'm going to be reading this today. The reason I'm starting this vlog so late, as in 2 o'clock in the afternoon, is because me and Tia decided it was be fun to stay up until 4 o'clock last night. To be fair, we didn't mean to. We was in bed by 2 and then the heat just got to us. So we kind of slept in. I've been up about an hour now, like get the urge to get out of bed, and I've finally done it. But that means I only have 10 hours left of the Booktubeathon and I have to read this and that. And this is quite a big chunky book. It's like 400 pages. It is 400 pages. It's 400 pages exactly. It's a lot of pages to read in 10 hours. So it's really not, and I could probably do that in like 5. I'm a little bit stressed, but I want to get this read. I'm not going to fail on the last day. The fact that I've read 6 books this week really has shocked me because I didn't think I would due to work and stuff. I powered through and I've done it. Great. Granted, I had like 3 days off work, but it's fine. I'm gonna overlook that fact. But I'm gonna be reading this now. I'm gonna at least start it now. I want to get to page 200 to give myself 200 pages left. Then I'm gonna do the Instagram and video challenge, and then I'm gonna finish reading this. Hope I want to get at least halfway through this. Or I do that though because I want to take the reading being the priority over as much as I want to do at least the Instagram challenge. I really like today's video challenge. It's just to explain your favourite book. You have to pick a favourite book, and it's like, and then you have to describe why you like it, and I'm like the worst at describing things like that. I can't do feelings. It's gonna be a bit difficult for me, and I've also been like trying to toss up whether or not it's the Hunger Games or whether or not it's Divergent. I'm going for the Hunger Games for the Instagram one because I have more things that could make that look pretty. It's just gonna be a lot easier to get a really aesthetic photo out of it. I'm gonna be doing that. The other one, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how to explain why it's my favourite book. It just is. Like I said, I'm gonna start reading this now. I'm gonna read as much as I possibly can. I want to get to page 200, and even then I'm gonna see what time it is and see whether or not I think I can read 200 pages before midnight. It's nearly 7 o'clock now and I haven't vlogged since I started this vlog, but I did quite a lot of reading of Carnival in this sprint that's currently being hosted. There's about 15 minutes left of it, and I am on chapter 28, which is page 268, so I definitely got to the 200 pages I wanted to before I go over to my house and get the Hunger Games stuff. Picture that I still haven't decided where I'm gonna take it, but I'll work that out later. Wearing my hat. My head is sweating really badly, but I'm still wearing my hat. And feelings on this book so far, it's just kind of meh. I feel like nothing's happening. Like only the past like 50 pages, things have been happening, but at the same time they're just not surprising. Like the chapter I just read ended on a really big plot twist, and I was like, yeah, I saw that coming. So it's just, I don't know, it's just not a book for me, I guess. But at the minute it's probably about a 3-star, which is just a average rating. No, there's still 130-ish pages left. It might pick up, the ending might be so amazing, like this one. Like, hello, this book was kind of like, okay, I like this, and then the ending I was like, ugh. I guess we'll see how this goes. I have 132 pages left. Nearly done. I would have read 7 books in the Booktubeathon, and I genuinely didn't think I was going to read more than like 3 due to work, but I did it. I'm really proud of myself, but I should probably like get out of my own head because I'm not finished yet. So I'm currently heading over to my house because I need to return the books that Tia borrowed from me, and so we've got her copy of the Hunger Games. As much as I love my copy and as beautiful as it is, I wanted the classic Hunger Games for this picture, and I also think I've worked out where I'm going to take it as well. I'm heading over there so I can take these 2 books back, and I've got Hunger Games with me because I'll be taking the picture on my way back from my house home. And then I've also got to pick up my wrap-up pile because I'm staying there again tonight as we're going shopping tomorrow, so I need my wrap-up pile so I can wrap up at the end of this vlog. I have about 130 pages left of Caraval to read. As you already know from the last clip, I haven't read any more than that because basically as soon as I finished filming that clip, Sheena shouted us for food, so we've eaten, and I'm kind of glad I made myself get up because there was a lot of mash and I feel really heavy, and it's good to like try and burn that off as quickly as I can. I've got to go get all my Hunger Games stuff and then hopefully I'll be able to like get a really nice shot. I'll attempt to film what I like about my favourite book, but I don't like talking about it. I don't mind talking about it, I just don't know how to talk about it ever, but I guess I'll try. I just finished the last book of the Booktubeathon, which is my 7th book, Caraval by Stephanie Garber. It was a 3-star read. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Okay, not a lot happened, not a lot went on, and the ending, although had all the action in it, was kind of really predictable. I think so anyway. I don't know, like I liked it, I was just expecting a lot more of it. It was up against the Night Circus because I assumed this was about circuses. I had it in my head that it was about circuses, and I'm pretty sure people have told me it's about circuses or about a circus like the Night Circus is, but I don't see any circusy stuff in it. But it was an alright read. It was a 3-star read, but probably my least favourite of the entire readathon, which kind of sad I ended on such a low, but it wasn't that much of a low, and I'm definitely going to be rating it 3 stars. But that means that is the 7th book that I have read in the Booktubeathon. It is all 7 challenges complete. I'm here right now to give you a mini wrap up, and then I'm going to be ending and posting this vlog and say goodbye to Booktubeathon for another year. I've still got my hat on because I finished Caraval like 10 minutes ago. You know what, my hair is looking something a bit atrocious right now, so I may just leave it on for this clip and then take it off. I don't care if anyone in real life sees me with my hair like this, but you know, on YouTube I have to look good. Even though I don't look good, I've got no makeup on already. Okay, so let's get into a mini little wrap up session. I'm not going to go too into how I thought about all of my books because I can do that at my August wrap up. By the way, anything I read in the end of July but the beginning of this readathon I will be putting in my August wrap up. Oh, and also I'm not going to be taking part in the video challenge today as I struggle to explain my feelings on books, especially a book I haven't read in a very long time. The first book I read was Untamed by PC and Kristen Cast, and it was my coin toss book. I honestly thought I was going to hate this a lot more than I did. Zoe's character development is what made me like it a bit more, as she wasn't as unbearable as she has been for the past couple books, and the reason I said that I wasn't going to continue this series, but her character development in this improved a lot, and I decided that yeah, it's not too bad, and hopefully she will continue to develop because I am considering picking up the next book. And this one got a 3.5 star, I think. I'm saying now, so it's 3.5 now. The second book I read was Cirque du Freak by Darren Shan. This is the first book in the Cirque du Freak saga, and this was my book about something I want to do. There are telekinesis elements in this, there are vampires in this, and I'd like to be a vampire, and I would like to work in a circus. I like circuses if they don't have clowns. This is a reread for me. This is one of the first series I ever read and one of the first series that actually got me into reading, and I love this, although I'm not going to give it a star rating as I've read it before and I'm a bit biased. The second book I read was The Vampire's Assistant by Darren Shan. This was my book to movie adaptation and also the sequel to Cirque du Freak. as both of these together actually made the book to movie adaptation, because the movie is called Cirque du Freak, the Vampire's Assistant. They both kind of counted for this one, but I had to read this one before I could watch the movie, which I did. I just can't remember what night. The fourth book I read was The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, and this was my Read 7 Books challenge. So when reading this book, I didn't actually tick off that challenge, but I have completed all 7 books, so now I can officially say this one was a win as well. I can't wait for this movie to come out in the UK. It comes out on my birthday on Friday. Really, really, really want to watch this. I can't watch it on my birthday as I'm going to see Les Mis, but 4 days I can't. But I'm definitely gonna be watching it in the cinema soon. I'm gonna wait for Kira to read it as well, because she's gonna borrow this so she can read it, and then we're probably gonna go and watch it together. But I'm so excited. The ending of this actually killed me, and I rated it a 4.5 star. I want to rate it at 5, but there's something stopping me. The next book I read was Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge, and this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling that classified for the challenge of the beautiful spine, because this has a very beautiful spine. I enjoyed this book kind of, like, it was just kind of a meh book. The beginning was really bad for me. The middle was kind of like, okay. The ending was like, ah, but, you know, definitely read better Beauty and the Beast retellings, ACOTAR, Where You At, and I feel like I had that too much in my mind to think that I was going to enjoy this a lot just as it's Beauty and the Beast retelling, but it didn't turn out that way, and I think I gave it a 3.5-ish star, somewhere around there. Maybe that's a bit generous, probably just a 3, let's be real. It's good, it just wasn't the best. The 6th book I read was New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson, and this was the book with green on the cover. Can you tell? No? It's a book with green on the cover. I brought so many books for this one challenge, and then I just picked the smallest one, but I'm not disappointed with. I had no expectations going into this book, as I hadn't really heard about it too much. Like, I'd seen a bit about it on Booktube, but not too much, and no one really explained what it was about. I actually really did enjoy this book, and the ending has such a big cliffhanger. Hi, Tia. Yo. The ending has such a big cliffhanger. No expectations, like I said, and I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's definitely not one of my favourite books. I definitely want to pick up the next one because of that cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger that I read to her. How you doing? Because I just had to share it with somebody. I really like this book. I think I gave it a 4 star. It's a good book. I just definitely want the next one because of that stupid cliffhanger. It was kind of a meh book up until that cliffhanger, and then that cliffhanger happened and it was like, whoa. And then you just heard my thoughts on Caraval, which was my 7th book, and this was the book to wear a hat with the entire time. This was a meh read. As I've already told you, I'm rating it probably a 3 star. I wish I'd liked it a lot more. There are the 7 books that I read this week. I read 7 books this week. I didn't think I was going to get that far with my reading, if I'm completely honest. Bless you! I've been needing to do that all day. My favourite book from the Booktubeathon is The Darkest Minds, and my least favourite book is Caraval. I wonder why that looks so yellow. I was like, that book's really aged, and then I realised it's a yellow book. Why am I doing it that way? These are the 7 books that I managed to get through in the Booktubeathon, and I'm really proud of myself. I was like putting myself down this entire readathon. I wasn't going to be able to do it because of my work, but it just proves that even though I'm working, I can still read. The first couple of months into having my job, I was really stressed, but wasn't going to be able to read as much. It just proves that I can still read whilst working. Obviously not to this extent every week, because I am so tired. I've been getting very little sleep because I wanted to read so, but I still managed to do it, and I managed to read 7 books, and my page count will be on the screen somewhere at some point during this clip. I don't want to end this vlog because I don't want the Booktubeathon to be over. It's really sad. I love readathons like this, but unfortunately all good things must come to an end. I'm going to end this vlog here now. If you enjoyed this vlog, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Now my schedule is going to be back to normal, so I'll be posting a new weekly reading vlog on a Monday and a new booktube video on a Thursday. It'll be so weird not uploading every day. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Not tomorrow, next week. Bye!